Hello. Okay, so from the title, you can see I have watched Smile 2. I'm a little late. I'm very late. It's been a year this movie been out, but like, wow. So where we start off? So we start off with our boy from the last movie. He was locked in. He did not care what he had to do. So, and the fact that it was like 6 days, right? So 6 days into the like curse he had, I think it was like supposed to be 5 days, and you were dead. Bro survived that, and he did not care. So he goes to the house where a guy was at. He looks to the side and sees his girlfriend on fire. Did not care about that. He did not look like he wasn't very affected by it. So like that happened, and like he was like, "All right, be quiet, get in the house," and he does his thing. A guy watched it and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You were not supposed to be the one who saw that." So he like tries to get out of there. And after that, some guys came up. He locked the door and like that didn't go so well. So like they were coming through. Yeah, so that was the intro of the movie. He gets out the house and then he gets hit by a car, then dies, sadly. But like I want more from that character. I'm hoping that they do like some little sequel, like what he was doing over that time, because that'd be kind of cool. Sorry, my neck. But like that happened, and we get to our new host, like Sky or whatever her name was. Okay, so she gets introduced on some like cast or something like that. It was like some news thing or whatever. She's like talking about the experience that she went through over like the year after the crash. I thought she ran over my boy, but she didn't. More on that later, but like um yeah. So like that happened. Then after that we get into the character more. She's like doing her dance and all that for like her next performance, and she's doing good and all that until she like her back. She's like, ugh! She like kind of dies there. So like, she like all right, I need that we could keep going, but they're like, okay, nah, you gotta do your thing. You gotta take your time. So she does that. She had like some pills from like painkillers or something like that. She tries to take them, but her mom like kind of knocked on the door or walked in. I forgot, and like did that. She dropped them down like the pipes. She got scared and was like, "Mom, what?" So like all that type of stuff. We get more into like the more kind of personal stuff. She like try to go. She try to like, hmm. Okay, I'm trying to remember from off my head. So she like texts the guy who got the curse, and he was like, "All right, go come over." Or was she like, no? She said, "Oh, can I come over?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Um, so she does that. She goes over to his place. Bro had a katana on her. I I don't know how bro got a katana, but like he got that. He was doing some of the powder stuff. Um, he was doing some of that. Please don't do that stuff. But like, he was doing that. He was not there. Bro said, "All right, I'll get your painkillers. I'll be right back." It took like bro a whole year. She was like sitting there thinking to herself like, how did I get here, and like all that. The news pops up. It talks about like how she was in a toxic relationship and all that, and the crash and how she's back. She didn't really like that, so she turned that off. she checks up with the guy who got the curse. He comes back and like he screams and says no, 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 and he started to choke and like yeah, he dies by doing something. He grabs like a um plate, or not plate, but like like um those workout things, and like I'm sorry, I probably gotta get into the gym soon, but like he grabs one of those and smashes his face with it, and like while he's smiling, obviously that made her throw up. She got out of there, and like she went back home, drank a lot of water, went back in her bed. For a second, when she was in bed, I thought something will run. So I was like, I told my dad like I don't like things when they run. So I was like ready to. So that happened. Didn't happen, thank God. And like what else happened? So like after that performance and all that again, I don't know where I'm going with this. So like if I remember correctly, she like calls up a friend again. Yeah, she calls up a friend, was like, "Yo, I'm sorry for being a butthole. Wondering if you wanna be friends again." So she's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I don't mind." So she pulls up, and when she does pull up, she has one of those things again. She like sees. Oh wait, no, I miss a big part. So like after that, she did like some convention or like whatever for sign-ups and all that. Some guy was very creepy, and bro was like, to Afro and love from like love sky, like from love sky or something like that. Bro was like, oh yeah, you I want to be in your skin and all that. I was very uncomfortable when bro said that. So like that happened. She had a nervous breakdown from that. A girl came up and she was like smiling. Damn, she had a big forehead. But like that happened. Um yeah. So like that happened. All right, back with the friend thing. So she pulled up, but when she was like kind of pulling up, she had those delusions again. So the guy who said like off road and all that, he was butt naked, and yeah. So she found his clothes everywhere, and bro was standing there butt naked in the dark. Uh, so he was doing that. He ran, which kind of got me scared because like I don't want no butt naked person running to me at the in the dark. So I'm so sorry. I feel like laughing from that. Oh, okay. So like that happens. What else happens? So she gets there. She explains what she has saw, but she didn't explain the guy who was in her hallway, butt naked, running towards her. She kind of just skips that part. She just kind of talks about how that one guy who had that curse gave it to her, like died, and all that type stuff. So and also during this time, she got some text saying like, "Oh, were you at this kid's house? The person who had the curse." She didn't answer at first because she thought it was like the police or something like that. Oh, sorry, but like that happened, man. So that happened, and like, oh, sorry. So that happens, and like, um, she stays the night. Her friend stays the night, and like she like sleeps, and like then like some random creepy thing happens. Like she like dreams about like she's in the car crash. Her leg is broken. She's bleeding. Obviously, she looks to the side and sees her dead boyfriend. She screams. Obviously, well, so like all that type of stuff. uh she wakes up and she was like, okay, yeah, I had this crazy dream and yada yada. And her friend said like, it's your fault. And she was like, say that again? Excuse me? So like she like kind of says like, please say that again. Her friend smiles and she's in the bed with her and I'm like, nah, bro. Get out of there as fast as you can. Like keep an eye on her, but like get out. So that happens. Her eyes, she like opened her mouth and her eyes like lights from the car or something like that. She wakes up. It was just a dream, so it turned day immediately. So it turned day. Her friend came in like with some coffee or something like that, and she was like, "Ah, oh, dang it, I missed my thing. My mom's gonna be super mad at me." So she like drinks water again. Her mom walks in and says, "Are you kidding me?" Because like she missed it, and she was like, "Mom, can you like please back off?" I'm kind of mad at the mom. Like your your like daughter is like going through some things. At least give her some like type of break from it. It's like I didn't really like the mother as much. I hated her almost more than the demon. I'll say that. So, after that happens, it was like, what else? Okay, she got there early and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone." She does her little performance, and she sees someone smiling up, and she as she like, oh my god, as she like turns around while she's doing her performance, someone was like close to her face, and also, damn, they had a big forehead, but like it was close. So they saw that. She saw that. She backed up. She thought she broke her leg, so she was like screaming in agony, and like she didn't break her leg in reality. That happens. Then she was like, all right, hold up, I need to get me some like room, like some airspace or something over. Wow, okay, something like that. um so she does that. I forgot the kid's name, but like he's like smiles and like walk past her. That's like creepy. So like that happens. She walking in like room is messed up, and she was like, who did this? Or like, I know who did this. And like the guy comes back and he says, "Oh, what happened?" He was like, "I hate you," and like all that type of stuff. She like kind of goes back and forth with her mom. What else happens? So like she does that. Nothing I can remember. So like, oh no, the text message. So she like gets that part. She like kind of no. She goes home, gets a text message saying like, "Oh, I can help you," and all that type of stuff. So she was like, "Yeah, sure, all right, I'll go to this place, help, like, try to get whatever." So she meets this guy, like, and like he was like, "All right, I can help you. This yada yada. My brother got killed by the same thing that you have, host." So he kind of explains it in one like to sum it up. Basically, he does that to like kind of explains it to her, and like she was like, "You're insane. You're crazy." And he was like, "You saw it though, right?" And she couldn't deny it. She saw it. So that happens. Um, she was like, "All right, I gotta get out of here. People are noticing me." Oh no, she was like, "You're insane." Oh no, she's like, "No, I missed a big part." So he was like, "All right, we need to kill you. Basically, stop your heart." And she was like, "Nah, you're insane. I gotta get out of here. People are noticing me now." So she gets out of there, gets back home. Some more crazy things happen. She tried to leave, and I'm like, "Why are you trying to leave? It's gonna follow you anyway." So like, she trying to gets out there, and like, doesn't work out as she thought. So like that happens. She like goes back to her like dressing room, and they're like 10, 15 people in her closet. Like they move like immediately when she saw them, and like she like looked away, and she looked back, and like they moved closer. So it was, I hate that part. It's running, and when things like you have to keep an eye on, and like every single time you look away, it moves. So I hate that too. So like like that happens. What else happens? So like she gets out there. One of them break the light bulb, and I thought it was like they're gonna like break every light bulb and like turn it all dark, but that didn't happen. So like they like kind of jump her basically. So like one of them grabs her head and like bah into like the piano. I was like, damn. That so like she was getting jumped at that point. She was like, bah 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 bah. All right. So like after that happens, man. So she wakes up at a hospital. She has a needle in her arm. People going back and forth. So her mom was like, all right, you gotta chill. And the other guy was like, I'll be right back. I have to check up with the doctor. Her mom go back and forth and like saying, oh, you treat me as like some like little toy. That's what Sky says, and her mom is like gets kind of mad about that, obviously, because she is using her as a toy. So like that happens, and like all that type of stuff. Then the mom kills herself, but in reality, she killed Sky killed her mom, and I was like, okay, please don't take that seriously. It's a movie, okay? I don't want this video to be taken down, but um yeah, so like that happens in like um hmm. So that happens. She gets out. She tried gets out, but like people were there. People saw her, and like that one guy I hate now. He had the soda, and he was like, yeah, blood, and people got up to her. She grabbed the gun from the police guy and said like, all right, back up. She was like, back up. I don't want to kill anyone here. So like she shoots one in the air. Someone could have been up there, but I guess not. So like she does that. She gets out. Oh, my neck, sorry. So like she gets out. Her friend was there, and they get out. People were recording her and all that type of stuff. So she gets out. They drive, and like they keep on driving. Get text message from the guy, and like they're heading towards the place. And like the plot twist was like her friend never called back since that day, that when she gave her that voicemail. I forgot at that point. I forgot that detail. So she gave her a voicemail saying, oh, I'm sorry for being a butthole. And she was like, until now she got the phone call back, or like the voicemail back from her saying like, I don't really care or something like that. And like she was like, hold up, did you stay the night with me? And she was like, no, I didn't. She looks to the side, and the smile, or the smile demon that was as her, was smiling. I hate that. So like she screamed, and she was like, no, 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 I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I'm in control. So like I thought that would work, but it didn't. Like in 10 minutes into the movie, so I'll get to that later. But like she like says, I'm in control. She gets like kind of in the wheel of the car. She gets there. She like swerves like it was GTA, and like she gets to the guy. She was like, all right, do what you gotta do. If I do smile, you know what to do. And he was like, all right, fine, fine, fine. So they get into the thing. Red flags were everywhere in this one Pacific building. Sorry, building. So like, um, all that type of stuff happens. The point where I thought I was like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to be here. It said free hugs. Free hugs. Yeah. All right. Let's go to a room that says free hugs. Yeah. God. But like, she does it. She gets in there. Gets another thing on. It's code, and like, bro said, "I'll be right back. I'll be right back." as she was like freezing up. And I was like, where are you going when you know like she's going through this and you know what happens when you are left alone with this curse. So bro leaves and she was like, where are you? Where are you going? She was basically screaming out his name and like blood was dripping on her thing and she was like, she looks up and she sees herself. And I was like, 1v1 action? Hold up, 1v1. So like that didn't happen as planned. So like her other self unbuckles her like seatbelt and like jumps onto her and like throws her to the wall. It says like something between those lines of like how are you or something like that, and like throws her again, and like Sky grabs a pin. Oh wait, no, so she gets her clone gets on up top of her. And I was like, this is a crazy part. So like she's like, all right, you're not getting out here. I'm like basically gonna end you, and like she tried to get the pin for the thing for her neck, so her heart will stop. And she looks back, her eyes, the clone's eyes on top of her had like popped out. And I'm pretty sure her teeth were popping out too. So that happened. I can't get that out of my head. So like she gets the pin and said like, I'm not letting you do this or something like that. And like bah, gets that, and like the curse was like no, and like basically that happens. And the demon was like laughing, like, nah, bro, I'm in control, not you, bro. And like says, don't break a leg out there. Close the door on her, and like they transferred like a little cool little transition to the stage that she was on, and she was like confused. She was like, where am I? Wait, hold up. I'm a little confused. So she looks around, good look around. Her mom's is alive somehow, and like a bunch of fans are everywhere. All right, we're getting to the messed up part here. So like she looks around, then she looks forward. She sees herself again, but like the now version of her. So like she opens that and like bah! I can't put it into detail. I mean I could, but like I don't know if YouTube would be a very big fan of that. So like that happens. If you watch the movie, yeah, watch it. But like for the people who haven't watched it, it's like very graphic. It's basically kind of like if someone got torn in half, but the body's still kind of standing. Please don't take that actually YouTube, but like that happens. And like she dies. Please don't take that seriously, YouTube, but like she does that. Movie ends. And I heard there's a third movie of this too. A third one. I wonder how this is gonna go down. Because basically half of the population, not even half, probably all of the population is done for now. Because like there was a lot of people there. Man. But I did say something. Yeah, that's the end of it. That's what happened. Third movie. I hope it goes fire. Hopefully no cash grab. But yeah, that was the movie. And like my if you want to join my Discord server is like J4X server, and like Discord, wherever you need to put in there extra. Twitch is coming soon. I just need to learn how to do whatever I need to do. It's a work in progress. I gotta teach myself how to do a live and all that type of stuff. After this video, there would be a video of like me playing Call of Duty or something like that, zombies, with mods and all that. I hope everyone have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're watching this. But like, if you see someone smiling in your room, you're done for.